So today I kind of had a strange movie day in that after I watched Scary Movie, I decided to watch another movie, and the movie was called Obsession, and it is my obsession because this is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Um, Kind of like in the same way that like Scary Movie was one of the best comedies I've seen in my life, but overall, kind of with the plot overall a bad horror movie when it comes to plot wise. But I said earlier that a lot of times the Wayne brothers put parody before plot, which is perfectly fine in a comedy. But this movie, Obsession, was basically all top tier plot. Overall, the movie is kind of like pretty great when it comes to the plot. And I wanted to compare like a movie with a bad plot but overall good context, like the a movie Scary Movie with the movie Obsession, which overall became my obsession. Like this is a pretty good film, and you have Berenstain Bear as the guy who basically seems like to be obsessed with this girl he cannot get, and even she slept with his best friend, but he uses some type of wrapper to to rip it open and then wish that he's obsessed with her to the point where she is, and all kind of like the most creepiest way possible. And he opens the wrapper and she's just annulled with him. It's just like, oh man, like she's really like obsessed with him, like a creepy stalker girlfriend wise. And overall, she does a lot of weird things. Like there's that whole bed scene where she's not in bed with him, and I think that that's old Nikki trying to basically like when new Nikki is like asleep, old Nikki have some type of control over her body. So I believe like she's kind of weirded out, kind of grossed out by Bear. So she's pretty much sitting down, trying to get away from him um, until the new Nikki host pretty much takes her body. But yeah, you have to see the film, and it is so great, and the plot is so great. And one of the things, like when you have a great plot along with great scares, it just elevates the film to a whole nother level. And that's kind of what I like about Obsession. Obsession, good plot, good pacing, just overall great casting, and Scary Movie. It's great parodies and it's great for what you want. One is pretty much a highbrow film, the other is a lowbrow film, and both is needed equally when it comes to um, overall like movies and stuff like that. Not everything has to be so highbrow, so intellectual, but it's kind of like when you're in college, like you take the mathematics course and you take the trigonometry course because it's different from a course when it comes to like literature. Like both are needed. Both are needed. Like the literature course is different from the trigonometry course, or the liberal arts course, I should say. Both are definitely needed. Both helps you become a full figured person when it comes to your intellect. And that's it. You don't have to like one or the other. You can like both. You can like cupcakes and you can like pink steaks. That's how I feel. And I give Obsession like a 10 out of 10, and I give a movie like Scary Movie a 9 out of 10, and I stand with that and for that. Now let me get into more detail when it comes to upset. Now, one of the things I like about obsession and what really for me like fills in the whole theory I had is the whole point where like the real Nikki says not me and even packs like the cat snack pack to pretty much like tell Bear like, hey, like something's up, like something's wrong here. And you know, and I don't even think like the old Nikki did that. I think, well, I don't think like the new Nikki did that. I think the old Nikki, why Bear was asleep, actually did this to like point him to like, hey, something's unusual's going on here. You know, that's why I pretty much packed up your cat and now you're eating it. Because if you look like the new Nikki, she had some faint like like knowledge of the cat, but I think like since she's not the prime Nikki, that she got like have a surface understanding of the cat and how overall like what happened. And I think like old like OG Nikki, since since she actually has more foresight and foresight, that she's like, oh man, I'm gonna do something to really freak him out. I'm going to basically like put his cat in a snack pack. But yeah, I feel like Bear pretty much like raped Nikki. You know, spiritually, like even after he knew that it wasn't the true Nikki, he still continued to have sex with her. And you could argue like he did it out of fear, so maybe him himself were like a rape victim too of like the wish. But regardless, I really feel um like he's the one who caused the wish to be pretty much take over Nikki's body and entrapped him and stuff like that. Um, and you know, he's very much unbearable, and half of me feel bad that he it's just based off great acting because everybody could be seen as like, hey, like a victim in this movie, um, or a victim of circumstances and stuff like that. But you know, but I feel like this movie really shows layers and layers of people, and you could watch this movie and feel one way, and you could watch this movie and feel the other. But this movie is kind of like a real Romeo and Juliet story, except Juliet gets to live at the end, but most likely she's going to jail for like murder and stuff like that. Um, and there's a reference to Hansel and Gretel, but I really feel like it's more on lines of Romeo and Juliet. But overall, it's a good movie. One of the best plot setups for a horror movie like I've ever seen in my life. And overall, you could say like the whole plot of the crazy girlfriend or be careful what you wish for has been tried so many times that it's kind of played out. But I feel like nothing is new under the sun, and the way they revamped this whole like concept is like a material. And I'm kind of like a harsh critic, and I rarely give stuff 10 out of 10. But overall, I feel like this movie is 10 out of 10. And I feel like I should have gone into more detail about this film. But I really want you to see the movie. But it's 10 out of 10, and it's perfect. Absolutely. just to